Oh, shit. It ain't them niggas that act hard, it's the niggas that be like, quiet like. It's the ones that put the slugs in your ass and tell your ass goodnight. So get that nigga a marble coffin, cause I ain't that nigga to fuck with. I'm from the O, so I blast often. Motherfuckers wanna test my nuts and be like stuck, cause he ain't ski and shot some shit up. Nigga, I thought you knew that it be on. Never leave the house without the chrome. Nigga, you can fuck around and get your life took, thinking I won't squeeze this fucking trigger until these bullets stop distributing. Caught your ass on the late night, right. Trying to jack my shit, but my Glock is 17 tight. I was in the street selling crack.
They say this is a big rich town.
Nothing is gonna stop me.
I just come from the poorest part.
What is up, everybody? Back here again with your Force finale review. Finally, it's time to switch back. We going back to New York, y'all. We going back to New York. We gotta talk about Tariq. We gotta talk about Tariq. Fuck that algorithm. I don't give a fuck. We catching copyright. Something is not right about Tariq. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He has an ulterior motive. We don't know what it is. We're gonna find out in Legacy. We family for now. Y'all, I had to get some help in taking down Mr. Egan. I said we gonna line up Mr. Egan. I had to call in the services of Tariq St. Patrick. He has his plot armor is a little heavy. So I had to call it Tariq, but we gonna talk about that. Other than that, that's the big situation. Got some power news I'm gonna talk about. Braden was supposed to be in Force. He was supposed to be in the last episode. Man, I got body of the week. I got who did it better. Who else we got? What else we got? Some just ain't right. This is gonna be our main topic today. So some just ain't right, Tariq. But welcome to your Force episode 10 review. Some just ain't right. We're finna go ahead and get into it, y'all. Something just ain't right.
Hell yeah. Now that's the shit I'm talking about.
Black glove for diamond, man. Black glove for diamond. We ready to get into this? Let's get into it. Turn that down. We catching that copyright claim today. I don't care. All right. This episode of Force, this whole season, I guess I'll go ahead and just throw out my overall grade. The season, I give that thing a B plus. I give it a B plus. Best season out of all, of course. But yeah, I give it a B plus. But this episode, it was entertaining. You couldn't wrap up everything in one go, of course. That's probably my only critique of it. And we got maybe some loose ends. I don't see how they're gonna put Jannard and Vic. Oh my God, let's get Vic up out of here, man. I don't see how they're gonna put them in the next spinoff. If there's a next spinoff, there's been no confirmation. There's been no confirmation that there's gonna be a legacy, but we just assume there's gonna be a legacy. But I'm gonna go ahead and pivot into some power news. Your boy Braden was supposed to pull up. He was supposed to pull up, but something happened.
Pain.
But pain. Why Tariq sound like Mr. T off Rocket 3? What are your predictions for the fight? Pain. All right. Let me find a clip here. Give me a second, y'all. And here we go.
Braden was not in the episode. And I will tell you this right now. I was in the episode. I get called by Christy Lofton. I get called by a couple other unnamed people. Braden and Tariq are in the episode. This is crazy. They're in Chicago. I was fired up. I was like, oh my God, the boys are going to Chicago. This is going to go into the next thing. I'm so fired up. That it gets out that I'm in the episode to everyone, whoever sees the scripts. 24 hours later, the rewrites come out. Braden's not in the episode. Now, I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm not saying anything about anything.
Pain.
But I was in it, and then I wasn't. So I think you guys can kind of do your deductive reasoning on that one. But I was in the episode. Everyone has been commenting on my Instagram. Chicago, you're going to Chicago. I was. And then I wasn't. And that's just how it goes sometimes. I'm not salty about it. I'm so happy that the show was amazing this season. I've been hearing nothing but good things. I don't like that Christy Lofton is calling me on TikTok Live and being like, our show's better than yours. Relax. All right? But I'm so, because I love that cast. I love everybody on that show. I'm so happy for them. And I'm so happy that Mike got to go there, because we've been saying on The Crew Has It for so long that the shows need to intersect. So I was even calling Mike, like, even though I was like, damn, I like wanted to be there, I was calling Mike and I was like, how is it? Like, what's going on? Like, are people seeing you?
Man, put on a black glove. Put on a black glove for Brady. He will not be making it to Power Legacy. We don't need him in Legacy. We don't need Effie. If there's going to be a Legacy, we don't need him. Didn't need him this episode. He was not needed at all. Okay. But it seems to, I guess, contradict him saying that he didn't want to he didn't want to do Power no more, something like that. I guess he's trying to shy away from that role. I'm not sure. That's just what I heard. But yeah, but I definitely believe him talking about Chris Lofton on TikTok. I've been seeing him on TikTok playing he be doing battles on TikTok and shit. Him and who's the guy that plays Kane? I be seeing him on TikTok in the battles, looking goofy. But anyway, yeah, don't be a horseman, y'all. Hit that like button. I got a new Horseman Hall of Fame. We got a last minute addition to the Horseman Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But don't be a horseman. Hit that like button. All right, Power News is over with. Let's go ahead and get into the review. And we got to start with hate, y'all. So let me tell you what I hated about this episode. I was supposed to have my boy Tariq ready to go. Look at me. Start with hate. Tariq was hating this episode. He was hating on D-Pack. He was feeling some type of way. But we going to talk about Tariq and what his mindset is, what is going on. Will he snake Tommy in the future? I do believe it is the beginning of the end for Tommy. Tamika's Den is in the building. What's up? We talking about is it the end? Is it the beginning of the end for Tommy in Legacy, if there's a Legacy? All right. But back with let's start with hate. I'm sick of these shotguns. I'm sick of them. This is the second time I've had to bring this up. What is going on? What are we getting done with these shotguns? This is not. We need long range projectiles going on. Why are you bringing close range shotguns that's not going? And he got hit. This is another thing I want to hate on the episode. I could have sworn he got hit in the chest. My prediction was he was up out of here, because they were trying to turn him good guy, it seems. But they kept him around. But he got shot in the chest. And then later in the episode, he's tending to his leg. Did was it Bones and Crew show up? Then he bring a little pea shooter out sitting on the couch. Goofy. All right. So that's the first thing that I hated. And Shanti had a shotgun too. And she got popped. You see what happened when y'all bring shotguns? You get popped. I see Candy Love is in the building. Let's highlight Candy Love, man. She was in the show. She said, why Vic's still alive? Many men were stepped upon me. That's all I gotta say. Where we at here? Okay, Face ID abuse. Now, what this happened 2 times in the episode, if I'm not mistaken. That was corny as hell. And I don't think it works that way. I got an iPhone, right? There's a feature on here, the attention feature or something where you gotta be like focused on that bitch for it to unlock. I'm pretty sure it's not that easy. I don't know. Maybe his eyes was wide open. I didn't get a look at the dude's face. But yeah, that annoyed me. What else we got here? Ortega's death. Let's bring him up. Where you at? This was so anticlimactic. I wasn't expecting him to go out like this. I didn't even know that was him at first because I was watching on the phone at first, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is that? What? we got rid of Ortega like that? He got Lil Bro." So I didn't like that, but I guess it takes a boss to get rid of a boss. Even though he gave Tommy the gun. What else I got on the list? Police on the payroll. I guess I'm finna go ahead and get into this anyway. That's probably my last thing that I wanted to hate on. Let's see here. Yep, let's go ahead and move on to JP's funeral. JP stands for just popped. Out of here. Out of here. Matter of fact, I think I still got it. This old, but let's bring it back up. Let's bring up Pack 'em Up. Pack 'em Up award goes to Jannard. Put on a black glove for JP. All right, where we at now? All right, let's go to. Oh yeah, I forgot to hate on this part. I got one more thing I want to hate on. Where is Vic at this point? Because he got on a PJ. You got on a PJ to fly local? Because he saw Diamond. He saw Diamond on the news. He had to be close by. What? What was the point of that scene? But why is Vic? I think I saw you. Let me see. Why is Vic still breathing? I don't know, Candy Love. Oh man, Ortega was put out there like he was a big bad man. Trash. Yes, just pop. Oh man. Okay. Let's get back to business. Now we finna get to the funeral. We had Kate, giving a little speech. You had Herman. He was crying crocodile tears. I didn't really care about too much of the, her speech or whatever. I guess she accepted accountability. That's good. You should be in the dirt. But you're still here. We got to put it in a legacy, right? If there is a legacy. And then at this point, we know that it's going downhill for D-Mac and old girl, of course. She tried to show him some affection, but he pulling away because he finally realized he's a gangster and a drug dealer. Okay, he's a machine. Where do I got that? Do I got that photo? Oh, there it is. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm gonna create a short. And I'm gonna put the waiting to exhale me. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry like a bitch. Oh my God. He was going through with this episode. All right. Let's get back to the funeral here. We got J-Nard, of course. And he's plotting on Tommy, you know, in the predictions pack. We was talking about whether they were going to shoot up the funeral. I didn't particularly want to see it. I'm glad they didn't go that direction. Okay. Seems a little cliche. Let's shoot up the funeral. And of course, I think I had that on my hate list. Old Miguel had paid a police on the payroll out of nowhere. Since when? Since when? Where I think I missed this. I think I missed. When I died, don't accept accountability at my expense. Play your own press conference and tell the world whatever you want. Words of Candy Love. All right. So that failed. And oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this right here, y'all. Do y'all hear that? I hear horsemen! Horsemen! Trash! Let's take a look. Where's your silencer? That's all you needed. You need a pistol and a silencer. Why are you trying to attack him with a knife? And of course, because it's Tommy. Of course, it's because it's Tommy. Huh! In the throat, man. Trash. And they're gonna FaceTime again. Horsemen. Joining the ranks of my guy Titus right here. If y'all missed last episode, we had a celebration for Titus. We officially inducted him into the Horseman Hall of Fame. He's ahead of the pack. Let's give him some pyro. All right. Back to me. Okay. So yeah, that was just Pop JP's funeral. And of course, after this, he called Vic, told us, I'm coming to get you, Vic. And he didn't come to get Vic. Vic still lives off in some remote area that's somewhere within the Chicago vicinity because he's able to see the news. All right. Now, on the other side, Casketless Brother Incorporated, man. What? Why did Diamond didn't get no funeral? I'll tell you what Diamond did get, though. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna pull it up. What in the Reading Fair Project is this bullshit? What is this? This is how you remember me? You put me on a Reading Fair Project poster? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. Come on, y'all. Y'all couldn't afford no casket? Did you cremate? Where is Diamond at? Where is Diamond's body at? Come on, man. All right. So, but a little before this, of course, he's about to shoot up Junkie J-Nard, but of course, he keeps his word that he will no longer use. So good on J-Nard. J-Nard did this thing sober. He lost sober. He lost, but at least he lost sober. We had a random appearance by G Herbo. Don't really care. He didn't do anything. And we got your boy Raheem. Well, we knew Raheem was up out of here. And of course, he was another casualty of the Face ID abuse. Okay. He had all the messages. I'm like, you supposed to get rid of that. You supposed to be on Snapchat 24 hours, nigga. Oh man. Diamond got the science fair project. Yes, that too. Reading fair, science fair. My name Diamond. Fuck up out of here, man. Diamond will not be making it to Legacy. All right. What else we on? I think we done talking about Diamond's passing. Let's talk about the repass real quick. Repass. I already brought up, oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Wait until Excel. D-Mac. He was going through it, man. And of course, he's ready to go off. Tommy had to calm him down. I thought he was about to do something stupid this episode that was going to put Tommy in jeopardy, but he didn't do anything stupid. I thought he was at this point. We found out Kate is about to go back to New York. Of course, we plant those seeds, setting up for Legacy. Of course, if there's going to be a Legacy, it has not been confirmed yet. And I believe at this point, no, I'm skipping ahead. I was finna go to the part where you read Maria's letter. Mommy Maria. But I was gonna put this part in the let's start with hate, because I was gonna hate on this. When he cooked up the plan for her to go to Jannard. Jannard should have popped her on sight. Number one, I wouldn't have wanted to go down into the lion's den like that. But so she goes to see Jannard, and if Jannard believed her, I was finna get rid of the shit on this episode. I was gonna be bad as hell, but they made it right. Okay. Neither one of them believed each other, as they should. Where we at here? I think I'm getting ready to move on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get ready to talk about. I damn near want to give this man MVP. He didn't do enough, but the surprise factor, Bill Singh. I do not give one fuck about the police enforcement aspect of the show, but hey, they got me. They got me right here. They surprised me. If you said you knew he was gonna pull the gun out on Bobby, you a fucking lie. You're lying. I knew he was gonna. No, you didn't. All right. I think I got 2 segments dedicated to Bill here. So of course we got to give him body of the week first.
Shoot you, mother. Drop the fucking.
Body of the week goes to. Hold on, let me get that shot. My wife, Bill Singh. And of course, last week I introduced the segment "Who Did It Better." This week, last time it was Diamond and Jannard. This week it is Bill Singh versus Detective Howard. Who did it better?
I didn't see that coming.
Didn't see that coming. Who did it better? What was the? Well, we knew how was about to get Burke up out of here, but still the way he did it was kind of a surprise. But I gotta give it to Bill. What we got in the chat? Bobby didn't want to live. Ain't no way he thought this was a good idea. He was just too. The thirst had passed from Stacy to Bobby. It's contagious. The thirst is contagious for Tommy Egan. Bill got it. Yeah, that was definitely impactful. And then the way Howard's scene was shot when they did the shot, they just showed the car, and then so it wasn't impactful as this right here. So, matter of fact, let's play that again.
Shoot you, mother. Drop the fucking.
Was not impactful as that. Okay. I got one more thing to say about that.
Pain.
If y'all missed the beginning of the stream, I played the interview with Braden. Braden was supposed to be in the last episode, but something happened. Pain. He will not be in Legacy. Okay. All right. I think we off Bill Singh, man. Bill Singh definitely surprised me, and then the good guys win, man. One for the good guys. So he ends up riding off into the sunset, even though he's under Tommy's thumb now, but he lives to fight another day. Right? So he's in Tommy's pocket. Good for him. Why they do the silver spoon goon like that? Hey man, it's not enough room in this big rich town for two white guys. He was throwing shots at somebody. I don't know who, but he was throwing shots at somebody. Let's get to the main event here. Enter the snake. Tariq. Some may write about Tariq, y'all. I didn't like his mannerisms. He was acting a little weird, but we're gonna talk. Let's talk about some of the parts leading up to Tommy making that call, of course. And let's see here. Of course, I'm gonna go real quick. We got the little breakup between D-Mac and Genesis here. We got to move on. It's time to take care of business. Let her go to Spillman. You're a gangster. You're a drug dealer. And
I kill people. I caught another body today. That's what I do.
That's what he does. And Tommy gets this letter from Mireya. I really don't like how they did this either. She just left him a letter. I'm going to Mexico. I felt like they just played it safe. I thought either she was going to disappear on him, a.k.a. Franklin Saint, like V did, something like that. That could still be the situation, but, at least she kind of let him know about her whereabouts or whatever. Even though she didn't specifically say Mexico, she just said she's taking herself off the map. But, yeah. Then we got your boy Grayskull. Oh no, Grayskull might be MVP. Sorta kinda. Cause he gave the drop about where Jannard was gonna be. So if it wasn't for that, Tommy and them would have got towed up. Even though, he shouldn't have believed what Jannard told him in the first place. And then he was looking like mighty suspicious right here. So he was definitely giving off weird vibes during this meetup right here. But, he gives Tommy the location, all that good stuff. And then we getting ready to pull up, of course, Miguel and his shotgun. Let's see what we got here. Yep, Bobby was dumb as hell. Man. Oh yeah, black glove for Bobby DeFranco. My bad. All right. Of course they pull up, and instead of me going through these pictures.
Oh shit. It ain't them niggas that act hard, it's the niggas that be like, quiet like. It's the ones that put the slugs in your ass and tell your ass goodnight. So get that nigga a marble coffin, cause I ain't that nigga to fuck with. I'm from the O, so I blast often. Motherfucker. Niggas wanna test my nuts and be like stuck, cause EA ski and shot some shit up, nigga. I thought you knew that it be on. Never leave the house without the chrome. Nigga, you can fuck around and get your life took. Thinking I won't squeeze this fucking trigger until these bullets stop distributing. Caught your ass on the late night. Right. Trying to jack my shit, but my Glock is 17 tight.
And that's how it went down, man. Tariq saves the day. I had a smile on my face, of course, when they showed Tariq. But Tariq is about to line Tommy up. Because I made a little call, of course. Y'all know in storyline, in my universe, I'm trying to line Mr. Egan up and run away with Mommy Maria, of course. And we're going to take care of the son. We're going to take care of your little boy. I will raise him as my own. But Tommy has a little plot armor. A lot of plot armor, so I had to call in a Tariq, okay? We going to get him up out of here. I needed some help, okay? But yeah, Tariq is back. And it was gonna be a letdown if he didn't show, because there was a lot of anticipation, of course, for his arrival. Before I get into the end of the episode, let's go to JHReview real quick. Hold this, not L, hold this F. Hold this F, JHReview. Go and get that fent and finish the job, okay? Okay. So every time he's speaking, it says, okay. All right. So, of course, we got him and I forget is it Bones? Yeah, this guy right here in the center. So him, this other guy right here, of course, we didn't have this problem until, y'all decided to go after Tommy, right? And then we get your boy Smurf. Smurf with this. Ah! Ah! Oh man, Smurf makes it to Legacy, y'all. And then we had this little fire, I guess you could say speech, so to say. But your boy was speaking facts right here.
A death worthy of a coward was laying at his feet.
That was cold right there. But before we go ahead and get into the last little bits of the episode, FTA. Yes. We coming with FTC. FTC. Fuck that copyright. I play some Keith Sweat cause something just ain't right. I'm getting that copyright claim today. I don't give a fuck. All right, FTC coming soon. All right. Let's see here. And let's go ahead and cap things off. Something just ain't right, Tariq, man. What's going on? What's going on? I lost my pops too. Now, if D-Mac indeed goes to Legacy, of course, if there's a Legacy, he is eventually going to find out how Tariq got his father up out of here, and I think that's going to cause issues between the two. So I do think that conversation does have to happen, but for right now, we just know we both lost our pops, right, to gun violence. Look at him just hating. And right here, D-Mac was talking about how Tommy, he got the organization, he has a child on the way, all that stuff. And I think Tariq was just in his feelings at this point. Because of course he lost his I don't know if he was supposed to have a daughter or a son, but old girl got Felicia, right? So maybe he was feeling the way about that. But yeah, I just find it kind of odd they switched up the music score at this point. It just, I don't know. I was like, why did they do that? So yeah, Tariq Tariq definitely got something going on. But at the same time, you know, Tariq might have just been scoping out the scene, keeping quiet, keeping to himself. You know, maybe, maybe he was just chilling. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe he just has too much of a resting bitch face, right? Before we go out to the balcony, of course, Tommy is talking with Miguel. And at this point, I think this is this where the guys walk in and then Miguel is on the couch tending to his leg, even though he got shot in the chest. But yeah, they bring up Diamond one last time, and Tommy pretty much, hey, like, man, he didn't mean to do it, but of course he jumped in the way. All Diamond had to do was just let it happen. That could possibly be a problem. We still talking about Tariq? I'm pretty sure we're talking about Tariq there. When I was talking about Ghost, and how he actually died. I think that's what you're talking about. All right. Then we got Vic and Jannard. Kind of full circle. That's how we started, right? I just don't see. Are we going between two cities? Because other than that, with the timeline, as far as having to probably do rewrites and things of that nature, which probably what led to this scene. Because of course, they had to change things up at the last minute. So, I don't see how they fit. I don't see them as regulars per se. If that's the case, if this thing takes place in New York, are they searching for Tommy? How do they fit? This part I cannot figure. That's why Vic needed to be up out of here, and Jannard. Let's get them all up out of here. But I don't know how they're gonna work that. But while I'm on it, legacy. When you think about legacy, you think about D-Mac and Tariq being the future, of course. I guess you can say Vic is the future of the Flynn organization, and Jannard, I guess you can say, is the future of as far as CBI, even though he was already in control of CBI before Diamond got out of prison or whatever. But I'm trying to make it fit. I'm trying to make it fit. So I guess they have a legacy of their own, so to say. Other than that, we got Shanti. Of course, she's the number two. She's the number two, D-Mac. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead and hand out the packs like a little soldier, right? So, and of course, he had to bring up Liliana. He said, you remind me of Liliana. Justice for Liliana. Up out of here. Claudia got shanked by Timu Baby D. And then you got Pop in a failed break-in and murder attempt. Go check out that last Power 5 intro in the last review, y'all. All right, this part right here. When Tariq had that look on his face, he walked up and left. It's just the way this scene looks. And then he was on the phone. I'm like, Maria, I'm coming to see you. I'm going to come find you. I thought Tariq was going to pop him on the top of that fucking building. I don't know. Just Snake. Something ain't right, man. Something is not right. Matter of fact, man, let me throw up my thumbnail. Something just ain't right. We family for now. And then of course we end with the big rich town. That put a smile on my face. It was nice hearing that theme again. So I guess we going back to New York. How do we know the survivors are going to Legacy? We don't. We don't. Those are just my predictions. I definitely see. I definitely see D-Mac and Tariq going to Legacy. That's the dream team right there. Now, I see all this eventually falling apart. So now does Tariq have ill intentions per se? I don't think it's like that, but I definitely think he is using Tommy just in his speech, the way he was talking, it was just like a slick salesman. So I do think he wants to use Tommy, but just with them teaming up, I think it's just eventually this is gonna crumble. He already put that line in there. You're not gonna like everything I do. And then I don't care what he said. He said the past is the past. He still feels some type of way about Tommy coming to try to murk his mama. So I don't know. I still think he got some ill feelings about that. All it is, it's just gonna take just one big mishap, and next thing you know, he's gonna be giving Tommy that speech. You were getting in the way. Pop. And then D-Mac is gonna have to come after Tariq and kill him or something like that. Let's say yeah. Well, yeah, people attached to Tommy. I get Junkie J and Vic, but I don't see how they fit. I don't see how they fit either. I'm like, there's no way you can leave that. That's a huge storyline to leave open. Vic and I guess Vic and Jannard just gonna go about their way. You know they gotta come get some revenge. Tommy still gotta make good on his promise to kill Vic. I'm like, you gotta throw him in there somewhere. Maybe don't put them in as regulars. Maybe they can come in maybe like an episode or two, and get them out that way. But we gotta tie that up. We gotta tie that up. If there is indeed a legacy. But with that being said, I think that's everything. Let me make sure. Yep, that's it. As I get ready to go, don't be a horseman. Hit that like button. And you know what? For the algorithm, man, play me out, Keith. Something just ain't right to read. We gon' see in Power Legacy. If there is a Power Legacy, it has not been confirmed yet. But Stars has nothing else. So I'm pretty sure it's coming. But we got Origins. Got Razor King. Still got to finish that. So got a whole lot power left. But thank y'all for joining me tonight. If I get up out of here, this is my final piece on Force. Rest in peace. Die slow. My fofo, make sure all y'all kids don't grow.
You go find a ditch and you fucking lay in it. Bitch ass nigga.
All right, I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace out. Hold on, we got one more comment. Candy Love enjoyed the show. I appreciate y'all. Let me get up out of here. And I'll see y'all for the next time, man. Salute.